goals. Live on the other side of obstacles and challenges. Be relentless in pursuit of those goals, especially in the face of obstacles. Along the way, make no excuses and place no blame. You can have results or excuses, not both. When you're good at making excuses, it's hard to excel at anything else. There is nothing as powerful as a made-up mind. Do not give yourself another excuse to put off making up your mind. You know in your heart of hearts that once you do that, you have got to act. You owe it to the world, your family, and most importantly, to yourself to live a life of no regrets. Stop worrying about what other people will think, say, or do. You only have one life. Waiting for my real life to start is no excuse to waste the life I have right now. I got a lot of heart. I'm going to give it my all every day. I have no excuses. I come prepared every day. I put in the hard work. We have such a finite amount of hours on this planet, and there is just no excuse for living a mundane, predictable life in life. If you really want to do it, you do it. There are no excuses. No excuses. Just do the work. No excuses. No explanations. Stop standing in your own way. Stop making excuses. Stop talking about why you can't. Stop sabotaging yourself. Decide which direction you are going in and take action. One decision at a time. One moment at a time. Live life with no excuses. Travel with no regret. Great things come from hard work and perseverance. No excuses. If you really want to do something, you'll find a way. If you don't, you'll find an excuse. If you give up, you reward failure. Discipline is what you must have to resist the lure of excuses. You will find that the more successful the individual, the less inclined he is to make excuses. There's a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when circumstances permit. When you're committed to something, you accept no excuses, only results. Don't make excuses. Make things happen. Make changes. Then make history. The fact that drilling won't solve every problem is no excuse to do nothing at all. How can you tell kids to follow their dreams if you're not chasing yours? We have no excuses. We're all professionals. At the end of the day, let there be no excuses, no explanations, no regrets. We make excuses until we can't anymore. Then we're ready to be honest with ourselves. People aspire, learn, and grow when they are ready to commit to the process. Live with no excuses and love with no regrets. 99% of the failures come from people who have the habit of making excuses. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. Benjamin Franklin, no excuses will lead you to no regrets, which will give you no limits to your potential. Lack of orders is no excuse for inaction. We may place blame, give reasons, and even have excuses, but in the end, it is an act of cowardice to not follow your dreams. Excuses are merely nails used to build a house of failure. Never make excuses. Your friends don't need them, and your foes won't believe them. The only thing standing between you and your goal is the bullshit story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Uncomplicated. Don't make excuses. Some of life's biggest heartaches come from missed opportunities and lame excuses. Don't miss out on what could be the best chapter in your life because you're too busy reading the last one. Don't bother explaining I've heard all the excuses, and the trouble is most of them are true. Someday, you said you'd do it yesterday. Yesterday, you said you'll do it today. Today, if you push it to tomorrow, it's likely tomorrow. You'll shift it to someday. Do it now. We have more ability than willpower, and it is often an excuse to ourselves that we imagine that things are impossible. People with integrity do what they say they are going to do. Others have excuses. Hold yourself responsible for a higher standard than anyone else expects of you. Never excuse yourself.